Sistrel here. We're back and it's round two. This hand is, I think, 1 mana short from being pretty solid, so we're going to mulligan that. This hand is not very good either, but we do have a bauble and brutality. I'm hesitant to go down to 5. I'm going to try keeping it. Definitely scry that to the bottom. Probably going to regret not mulliganing that, but we'll see, especially now when we get Inquisitioned. I think I'd rather them take the brutality. Of course, they do take the bauble. Makes sense. Pithy Needle. So, do I want to try to preemptively Pithy Needle something? I don't think so. I'd have no idea what they're playing. Could be like 8 rack. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna preemptively name Liliana of the Veil. There's not a whole lot of targets that are usually good in decks that would go Swamp Inquisition. Like if it turns out to be Grixis Shadow, there's not really anything worth needling. Yeah, this is looking more like 8 rack. Well, that's awkward. Oh, it's a little disappointing, but not the end of the world. Because we can draw like an opal or pentad prisms to get us the colored mana we need. I mean, we're not in good shape. If we'd... Now I'm wishing I'd played the Flooded Strand earlier so I could have like fetched a basic island. But I wasn't really expecting Blood Moon. And we're getting a lot of nothing in our draws anyway, which kind of sucks. Like, and against any sort of... I feel like this hand against any sort of tier 1 deck, tier 2 deck, like established modern deck probably would have just ended up being way too slow. Given that we've not done much of anything. Even without the Blood Moon. We're definitely going to bauble. Obliterator is going to be some trouble. Yeah, I'm just going to... At this point, I'm just going to scoop it up. We're too far. Even like an opal is too slow. So what do we want? I think we want all of these to potentially deal with Blood Moon. What else? Maybe Quicksilver Fountain. Kind of might be some interesting anti-Blood Moon tech. tasted their own medicine as well, turned our stuff back into islands. Yeah, I didn't really see any artifact stuff. Didn't see anything for Pithing Needle. Alright, graveyard stuff, sorry. I think I will actually keep these spreading seas in. They do seem interesting against Blood Moon. I can either take them off black sources or turn my, like, if I have even a single island, I can, if they Blood Moon, I can then spray and seize my own things. And as long as they don't play another Blood Moon afterwards, then my things are islands. The brutalities kind of don't seem very good. Their creatures were all too big for it. So far all I saw that it hits were the discard spells. What else might I want to bring in? This is where I do wish I had a Herald of Anguish, probably. Could bring in like a Disdainful Stroke for the Obliterator. That doesn't seem great. We'll just bring in like a Padim. I assume there's going to be some artifact destruction. Maybe, hopefully not Shatter Storms. Another mulligan. Especially on the play. If like this Agent of Bolus was a Mox Opal, this would probably be fantastic. Okay, we at least got a Mox Opal and a Polluted Delta, so could keep this one. This one seems solid. We got the sword, we got a Mox, will help us with our colors. We can get a basic island. I'm not sure. Do I want this? I guess I do. They have like Obliterator and stuff. And like I'm going to empty this hand fairly fast. Now do I want to bobble? Oh, I guess I don't actually even want to fetch. So I don't want to bobble myself because I know what I'm drawing. Nor do I want to fetch at end of turn. I'm going to get basic with it anyway. If they Inquisition us and put a sword into the graveyard, that's completely fine because we're going to play our second sword. Okay, Fountain's an interesting draw here. So we're just going to run out the sword. A land would be good. A bauble would be good to turn on the opal. Welding jar. Okay, there we go. Got the bauble. So, do I want to play? I don't really think I want to run out the fountain yet. Or do I? Which do I care? I guess I only have one fountain in the deck. It's not gonna take long until it's. I think I'd rather wait for see if I can wait for them to have more lands. Sort of guarantee its lifespan a little bit longer. And I think I will just bobble them. So now they can't attack. The bridge out, the Obliterator is a lot less scary. Alright, so they do have a Liliana. It's a little disappointing that we're going to lose the Tezz. But not the end of the world. Looks like they're drawing another Liliana. So if I win this one, I think I'll bring in maybe one Pithing Needle back. So I discarded their Liliana. Not ideal. Kind of need an answer to this Liliana. I don't think I'm going to find one in time. I think my only real option is to run both of these out. Okay, that is an answer to the Liliana. So that was very good. Oh yeah, I actually don't need to pay any life because these are all swamps. Because otherwise they would probably do something like alt Lily splitting, ensnaring bridge, everything else. Is kind of my guess on what they would do. And it would be awkward if it'd be basically either my lands or my ensnaring bridges. And that's not a choice I really want to have to make. Whir is good. So what can we whir for? To 3, so we can get our Thopter Foundry. So we'll just now whir in response. Let's trick them. Let's probably think we're getting a 3-drop. Joke's on you. So now we don't even really care about Blood Moon. Because we got our combo in play, we got our bridge, we got an opal, we have a basic island. Now that's an interesting choice, and not to wait to see if he can hit my Sword of the Meek. Makes me wonder if he has another one. Well, he does not, so that's fine. Yeah, so might as well just hold on to it for now. See if they make me discard it or something. I'll be able to have, do I have, yeah, I'll be able to, with this, I'll be able to have a third one if I want to cast it, swords in play, which is really gives me insurance around any other surgical extractions. I mean, with more mana and more artifacts, you always kind of have insurance, but this is quite nice. Two swords is sort of the ultimate insurance policy. Does make it a little more awkward for playing around ensnaring bridge, but we can, their things are all 2 power, so we can hold this sword as long as it'll let us. And at this rate, their Phyrexian Arena is also slowly killing them. Oh, no, I was a little early on that, but Cost myself 4 damage. That's completely fine. That's not going to be a threat at all. So we're remembering to hold our card. So here, I think I'm actually just going to run out the sword. We have lethal in many ways. They're dead on their next turn to their own arena. All these attackers. Okay, so what did we see differently? So I think we want a pithy needle for Liliana. Is that all we want to do? Maybe take out the Padim. Yeah, I think this is okay. I could also bring in like Witchbane Orb, but it's kind of an answer to Liliana Ultimate and their discard spells, but it's a little slow for their discard spells. Pithy Needle's fine for Liliana. Yeah, let's try this. This hand is awkward. Do I want to gamble on it? Like, I can sort of disrupt them casting things like their Phyrexian Obliterator with my Spreading Seas, which is kind of interesting. Draws me cards. Cards could be anything. Could even be a boat. I think I'm going to mulligan it. It's a bit too risky. Okay, yeah, I like this hand a lot better. I think I will keep the Spire on top because I want to get a basic. That's a little awkward. Because I want to get like a basic island with the Polluted Delta, but then I can't cast Thopter Foundry, but we'll just wait. They might make us discard it here anyway. I'll probably, if I get a chance to, spray and seize their Blood Crypt, disrupt their possibilities for Blood Mooning us. Hopefully that doesn't get surgical. That would be a little disappointing. I think it's still gonna hit their blood crypt, so I want to cast this now. It does also force them to get another non-basic red source with the Bloodstained Mire, so it kind of makes it so it hurts them a little bit more. Makes Blood Moon hurt them a little bit more for their black mana. Some more basic lands would be kind of nice, or fetch lands to get basics. Should have probably done this on their upkeep, but that's okay. Wouldn't I actually probably should consider getting like a basic swamp if I can to be able to cast this Abrupt Decay. A little easier through Blood Moon without needing a Pentad Prism. If we get basic swamp, even if they Blood Moon, oh, that's great. That's just great. I gotta be a little careful here for surgical. Don't want to do. I think I want to wait to activate this till I get this Ensnaring Bridge out there, just so I don't get blown out by surgical, so I can sacrifice it in response. So I think I'm just gonna play this, tap Steam Vents. I mean, I don't really want to have to sack an Ensnaring Bridge. I'd much rather sack like a Bauble or something, or a Pentad Prism, but gotta do what you gotta do. So I don't think I want to. I mean, they probably don't have surgical, because I feel like if they did, they probably would have hit the Thopter Foundry, but we're also not under any pressure. He's missing land drops. Okay, well then in that case, I might as well do this, and if I'm gonna get hit by a surgical anyway, this saves my sword. Okay, that was a good draw. So I'll probably just plan to whir for a Thopter Foundry here. That's fine. Okay, sword is probably the best insurance against surgical. Pretty good draw. If he attacks, I'm just going to take it because I'd rather wait to end step to activate these, just so I can keep Abrupt Decay up for a Blood Moon or maybe a Liliana. Actually, probably not even a Liliana because I can always attack it with my Thopters. It's probably just if they Blood Moon or something like that. Do I want to make Thopters here? I think no. This might be a big mistake, but I want to keep this abrupt decay up. I'd only feel comfortable making like one Thopter. Yeah, because I kind of suspected he was going to Blood Moon us here. Phyrexian Arena. Do I want to abrupt decay that? It is kind of annoying. I think I'm going to abrupt decay that. Hopefully this means I don't get blown up by Blood Moon, but I'm playing a Tezzeret. Okay, there we go. That's good. Makes me feel a little bit better about doing that. Just because now I have like another colored source, even if he Blood Moons. Although Blood Moon hurts him pretty hard here when he's got things like Geralf's Messenger and Gatekeepers and Phyrexian Obliterator. Do I want to just make a 5/5 and start? Well, if I make a 5/5 and attack, no, because I probably want to Ensnaring Bridge next turn. I was thinking if I make like a sword of 5/5, that's not too shabby. If I make a sword of 5/5, I can hit him, which would be good, but then I lose my Tezzeret to the Gatekeeper. And I don't like that so much. Not when next turn I can like play the bridge, be able to sit behind a bridge with a Tezzeret. Like, that's pretty good. And kind of being able to dirtle around with a Tezzeret behind an Ensnaring Bridge is a pretty good position to be in usually. And now we don't really care about Blood Moon. We're getting this Prism out. What's he do against Sack? Yeah, so we don't really care about that either. See what we get. I might, if depending on what we get here, I'll take the Fountain. Although Time Sieve does represent like an instant win, potentially if we draw. Though we've gone through like 3 Thopter Foundries, so I'm kind of thinking we probably are gonna be trying to win with this Tezzeret. So I'm gonna lean towards taking this Quicksilver Fountain, and I'm going to use one of these to preemptively name Liliana. Mostly so the Gatekeeper can't attack. Also, this makes it so Liliana can't force me to discard the Quicksilver. They need an actual discard spell. And if they do, that's fine. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're like 1 artifact in 2 turns. Yeah, so we're basically 2 turns from having a lethal Tezzeret. So next turn, we should be able to Tezz alt. So 8, 16. I don't really think they have an answer. I mean, like a... Oh, I'm dumb. I was so caught up in Quicksilvering and talking about it that I forgot to actually +1 Tezz, so... It could be a punt, but I think we'll be okay. Only majorly, like, really an issue if they're playing Bolt. Like, this thing's gonna take forever to kill us. I haven't seen a Bolt in... Okay, let's... Redundant bridge or a welding jar. I think I'm gonna take the welding jar. Welding jar is kind of a redundant bridge. Or a redundant anything we have in play. Okay, so I did Alt Tezz. Interestingly, he's removing all his red sources. But I guess he doesn't want to put on either of these or his basic swamp, so... Yeah, so I think we got this. And Alt Deseret. Okay, we did it. We figured it out. Even though we should have had it one turn earlier, but we had enough honey band. The bridge is pretty strong anyway, so we're able to recover from that silly mistake. So I will see you all in round 3.